I was just at the house of Roald Dahl, and to walk through the grounds and to see this world that like he kind of created all this stuff in. As an actor, what references did you have to kind of work with it then to kind of, I don't know,
Well, I didn't have, I just only an hour before you saw it, or maybe an hour after you saw it, saw the Dahl estate for the first time, and I was blown away. I couldn't believe how much Wes had put of not only the estate, but the surrounding town in the movie. In a weird way, if you watch the movie, I mean, Wes photographed Roald Dahl's chairs, his wallpaper, the rugs, and replicated everything but miniature. And the town, we were driving by different pubs on the way over here, and Wes was saying, well, that's in the movie, and that's in the movie, and with the same name and everything. So it really is Roald Dahl's universe. In terms of my involvement, I had seen the miniatures, I had seen my puppet, but once we started to do the actual voicing of it, I didn't think too much about, you know, the world that I was going to be in. I just tried to say the lines right, and I think to Wes's credit, the most helpful thing was getting George Clooney there and Bill Murray there and all of us together and make it like a real troupe of people and like real interaction, because most animated movies are done separately in these super nice booths with really good microphones, and like the goal is to have the best sounding audio track you can get. Well, in this, the goal was trying to get real human interaction, even though it's a movie about animals, but the real human interaction and people listening to each other and cutting each other off and breathing and just spontaneity. It's hard to have spontaneity in animation, especially stop motion animation. But that was the hot pursuit, and we tried to get it. But yeah, really, I was just trying to be this you know, as much like this character as possible, and hope for the best.
When Wes told you that he wanted to do a stop animation film, were you surprised that he even was going to attempt something like this, or did you think, of course, he's going to?
Well, I thought like somewhere a combination of the two. I felt like, whoa, really? Stop motion? Great! Wow! Like it was. I instantly knew that it was going to really suit Wes's style and aesthetics, and also his continuing evolution as not only as a writer and director, but also as kind of a aesthetician. Is that a word?
I'll go with that.
Okay, so I feel like it was like I got so excited to see Wes's version of stop motion, because I knew he was going to be able to do things that probably he's wanted to do for a long time, but were kind of either impossible or off the charts expensive to do in real time on a feature film. So
visually, I was really surprised at how gorgeous it is, because you think stop motion, I don't know, the references that you have.
I know, yeah.
And so I don't know, did you get to see the process, or did you kind of discover it when you finally saw it as a final, like a rough cut?
I saw like 3 seconds of something, and I was blown away. 3 seconds being like a month of work. But when I saw the finished movie and the lights went down and the movie came up, it was a really magical moment, because it really, like you say, it's just beautiful, and I feel like it's totally unique, and it has no other thing that it really looks like. It's very beautiful, very warm, and there's certain things with water, like stop motion water movement and camera angles. It feels more like a film than an animated movie.
How much do you feel? I don't want to say. Should I say owe? Do you owe your a bit of your career to working with Wes? And at this point, since you've worked so many times together with him,
does he owe me?
Yeah, exactly. What I mean, in a way, I mean, do you guys have? Is it a relationship that you feel will continue on, and will you be part of everything he does? in the disaster movie that he's shooting next? You know, like is that part of your?
That movie's gonna be a disaster. No, what you know? Well, that's a double-sided question with a quadruple-sided answer. On one hand, I would like to say that even without Wes coming into my life, I would have, in some way or another, just kept making things and trying to do the best job that I could making things. That said, I'm extremely lucky that I was in Rushmore and that, you know, I auditioned those times, and Wes, you know, plucked me kind of out of obscurity and became my mentor. And it was the perfect time for me to meet him in my life, because it was a time where I was really struggling to be heard. I don't just mean like creative. I mean like literally nobody really was asking me what I thought about anything. You know what I mean? Like I just wasn't getting... I had friends and everything, but no one ever said like, well, what do you think? And Wes did that. It was the first adult that really treated me like an equal. And while we made Rushmore, I really felt like an adult. I felt like I was part of the gang. Like I didn't feel like I was the little brother, you know what I mean, who had to go to bed an hour earlier or something. I felt like a real man when I was with them. And also Wes is a real cinephile and freak for movies and absorbing movies, and he came into my life right at a time when that had just, like, the fireworks had just gone off in my body about movies. I was seeing all these movies, and he was just giving them to me. Watch that, check this out. He became my teacher, and so I really owe him so much of my career and so much of who I am and what I like. It's been tremendously influenced and informed by him, and I think that's what a mentor should be. And I'm very lucky to have one.